really grinds my gears.
So I really screwed up, guys. I really did. So I think it's been a few days since my last vlog, which I'm posting this literally right after that vlog went live. I recorded that a week ago where I told you guys I got the new microphone set up and all that. And I was going to have a new car by this past weekend, which didn't happen. The car I looked at was a piece of shit. It was a Chevy Uplander. So I kept on going. There was a couple cars I was looking at on kbids.com. I didn't win them. I had one I did win the bid on, but there was a reserve, and I didn't meet it. And I think there was another car I bid on last night, no, not last night, a couple nights ago, a Pontiac G6. I think I was winning last I checked, but there was no reserve, so I didn't get that one either. But I found a car on Marketplace that looked promising. It was a 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix, red, like a dark red, almost not maroon, but it was red. And I'm posting the picture right now so you guys can see what it looks like. So this car was in Moorhead, Minnesota. So I had to drive with my dad. My dad drove me. We picked up my daughter Sierra from school. We drove an hour away. Meet up with this guy. I took her for a test drive. Drove good. It was a little loud. The muffler's got a hole in it, but makes it sound cool. No biggie. It definitely needs a cleaning, which is no problem. I don't have a problem getting my hands dirty and cleaning my car. And aside from a bearing on the right front wheel running a little rough and a little bit of oil under the hood, it ran good, or so I thought. So I did the deed. I bought the car. I won't say how much, but it was less than $1,000. It wasn't close to $1,000. It was three figures, but it wasn't that bad. So after I made the deal and purchased the car, signed the title, I waved my dad off. I said, "Go home. I'm going to take the kids. We're going to go to Walmart, get a few things, and we'll meet you back at the house." So between Detroit, where we live outside of Detroit Lakes, on the other side of Detroit Lakes, east of DL, and Fargo Moorhead, between Fargo and Frazee, where I live, there's Moorhead, Dilworth, Glendon, Hawley, Lake Park, Audubon, DL. So 7 cities between me, where I live, and Fargo. And we got the car in Moorhead. As I'm getting on Highway 94 to go east, immediately, I sense problems with this car. She's struggling to get up to speed. Already, I was driving fine in the neighborhoods. This was running fine. I'm like, what the is going on? I look down. Oil lights on. Engine lights on. Brake lights on. All of a sudden, I see the indicator, the temperature, just going near the red. I'm like, are you me? So I pull over, and it dies. I'm like, oh, this is great. I get it fired back up. I manage to get off the highway, get it to the gas station. Or no, we go to Walmart. I managed to get it to Walmart. So I let it cool down. We go into Walmart, get a few things. I get some radiator fluid and some windshield fluid because I noticed the windshield fluid was it wasn't running. So I figured, oh, it's just empty. I just got to fill it up. So we get some of the stuff, and Sierra needed something. So fill up the stuff after we paid. And then I head to the gas station down the road, and I did it again. It died twice. I'm like, oh, I bought myself a lemon. Oops. So I fill it up with gas. Well, like about halfway. I don't want to fill the whole tank until I figure out what the fuck's wrong with it. So we get into Dilworth. Dilworth is pretty much Fargo Moorhead is pretty much a triple cities. It's not a twin cities like Minneapolis, St. Paul. I call Fargo Moorhead area a triple city. You got Fargo, you got Dilworth, and excuse me, you got Fargo, Moorhead, and then Glendon, or Dilworth, excuse me, right together. And then it's like a 2 or 3 mile drive, maybe 4, and then it's Glendon, a very small Minnesota town, and then the next one's Hawley, which is way past Glendon. So we let the car sit for a while at a park in Dilworth. I let the kids play. It was nice. It was still light out, a few hours. So we stayed there for a while to let the car cool down. And then I decided, all right, we're going to try and make it. We're going to try and get going. So we headed eastward towards home. I figured if we have car problems again, I'd rather do it with light out instead of in the dark. So it's easier for people, for whoever's I got to call to save us. We barely made it to Glendon, the next town over. In fact, I had to stop I had to pretty much drive on the side of the highway, shoulder, halfway between Dilworth and Glendon. That's how bad it was. I was steaming hotter than the car itself. I finally got it off the highway, tried to make around the neighborhoods back towards the main road so I can get to a gas station. And it didn't make it. By the time I got to a main road going towards the highway where the gas stations were, it wouldn't turn over again. So it overheated and died. So I was pretty pissed off last night. So I got screwed on a car I thought was a good deal. I'm not in a good mood today. So I'm pretty pissed off. I could have looked at another Grand Prix, a younger one. It was a year later, 2005, in a town closer to us, to the south. But the issue with that car was an engine. It needed a new bumper, which is cheaper than an engine. But the problem I had with that car is the current owner told me, I'm going to take these off because I can hear the echo. So the current owner told me of that car, it had no title. And I'm like, this is a big red flag. How do you have a car with no title? That makes absolutely no effing sense. So now I kind of wish I'd done that deal because I could probably have gotten a title easier than that and a bumper than spending probably going to be $1,000 or more on engine work. So I'm pretty pissed off right now. Thankfully, I got some backups. I've been doing some work this morning, calling people around. And I got an option. The car's in the shop right now. I got family that's going to help me out with this. And so I'm pretty pissed off that I got burned. This guy told me it leaked oil, but he didn't tell me it was this bad. He said it would get me to A and B, and I told him I needed a daily driver to get me and the kids to school. And this guy flat out BS'd me. He said he did some work, and yes, it needs some other work, but he just didn't have the time or money to put any more money in it. That should have been my red flag right there. Lesson learned. But because I'm tight on money, it wasn't going to happen anymore. I was going to put more money into another car and not have anything. Because I had to pay some other bills to get caught up. And I know some people out there that are going to watch this video, they're going to be like, well, you just spent money on your YouTube channel. Why would you got no one to blame but yourself for not having the money. And no, that's not true. This stuff I got here, this setup and the other thing, which I still haven't debuted yet, I was very fortunate to get a donation from people through my Patreon. I'm not going to share their names because I protect anonymity and people being anonymous, and I'm not gonna show that. I greatly appreciate the people who have donated to my channel, even though I don't have the following that I would love to have, and make this a regular job. But there are kind people out there that have helped me out for this, and I applaud and appreciate each and every one of you. That's why whenever I do a video, I say, you don't have to help, but I appreciate any help. So I just want that to be known in case somebody that may know me and know my situation, they might think, what are you doing spending money on such and such? Well, the money I did for this, the mixing board, and the other thing for this channel is all from donations to the channel. I haven't spent anything of my own money on it, with the exception of a couple things. Like in years past, the laptop, my old mic, my old phone. I think the new headphones, these, I bought those. I needed them because I use them not just for work, but for play too. And a recovery thing I bought in the mail to help. Hopefully it'll work for my external drive or drives. I found the other ones. So, and I think that came in the mail. I think I just got notification that it came in the mail. So those are the only things I bought for this channel in recent past. But this thing and the new thing, the gaming thing, which I haven't discussed, haven't shown up yet, those are all donation money from you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I want to make this continue to grow. But I want to let you guys know I got burned badly. Hopefully the damage isn't too bad. I'm hoping it's just a head gasket, even though on Pontiacs, they're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. But I like this car, even though it's got more mileage than my Stratus, and it's older. I think it's a nicer car, and I'm gonna make this car. I'm gonna take good care of this car once we get it fixed and up and running, because my kids and I need it. So I just want to let you know. I just want to let you guys know. I just want to rant a little bit on this vlog that I got burned badly, and yeah, it was a bad thing. So chalk that up as a loss, I guess. I don't know what else to say about it. So that's one on me. Not much else I can say. But now I can dance and celebrate that I got a car, and hopefully it'll start running again soon. So that's it for now. Hopefully the next video I do will be a game one. I'm working on resuming GTA 5 now that I got the new setup here. I got my video hardware from back in Fargo where I hooked up the PS3 to the computer. I got that stuff out of storage since I'm cleaning storage. Please do not do that. So I can resume Final Fantasy. I gotta test out some things and set up the PlayStation before I do that, because I'm gonna be basically doing that right here, because I don't have any room on the TV for the PS3. I only have 2 slots for HDMI, and that's the PlayStations right now. And with those, plus a Blu-ray player, because my PS4 doesn't play CDs anymore because somebody broke it, plus my Nintendo and NES Classic, there's not enough space. And so I'm going to be hooking up the PS3 to the desktop like I used to do when I did the original Final Fantasies. And we'll be getting that going, because we're close to finishing Final Fantasy. I think the next thing I was supposed to do was defeat the Kraken, and then we have Tiamat, whatever they call them, and then the final boss, Chaos, which will be at the end. So, and then of course I'm gonna continue GTA 4, which I can do on the computer. It's on here. I got the new gaming controllers I showed you guys a few videos ago, which is working good. I've tested out in other games I did a long time ago on the channel. American Truck Simulator, I've been playing with that offline and having a good time. So now that I got a new setup and I got a better grasp at sound levels and whatnot, I think I might bring that one back I might do some series on that because right now I've modded it, so I got stuff added to the game on that from the workshop. There's actual businesses and names and logos. There's not the fake ones that are in the game. So I have things like BP, Walmart, Amazon. I've hired my own drivers. I got a bankroll like you wouldn't believe. Basically my own trucking firm. I got my own business. I got my own trucking businesses in different cities across the west side of the U.S. There are some DLCs that have opened up other states to that game, but I haven't bought those yet. I think I bought one, and that was several years ago. Eventually, if I expand on that series and decide to showcase it, if I get more into it, I'll probably get those DLCs, but that's gonna be way down the road. I know I talk about all this all the time, but I'm enjoying Truck Simulator. It's fun. It's just I don't know. I've always wanted to try truck driving, but at the same time, I don't want to be away from my family because I got 5 kids. I'm not going to see them if I'm on the road all the time because I want to go cross country. I don't want to just stay local. So I wouldn't see my kids a lot. I have a friend I used to work with when I was in die casting years ago. He left and he became a truck driver, and he enjoys it, but he says he misses his family a lot. But I just follow his journey. He posts pictures every day on Facebook of where he's been, and I envy him because he gets to visit all 50 states. Well, lower 48 states, and they're all on my bucket list. I got 10 down, and I got 40 to go, including Hawaii and Alaska. That would be a great way to just see America and make some money, but I don't think I could trust myself being a real truck driver. I could barely trust myself being a forklift driver. I am a very good driver. I haven't had a single speeding ticket or a ticket in general. I've had a couple accidents, but nothing major. Just slipping on ice and going into a ditch 2 times, and then the third one was not too long ago. The guy was crossing the boulevard in the highway to go to town. Didn't see me above a snowbank. I swerved to miss him. He missed me. I swerved him, and I went full about 45, 50 miles an hour into a snowbank, and all damage I had was a broken headlight and a bump on my hood. That's it. And even the cop, when he stopped to see how everybody was, and he saw where my car was, and we explained what happened, and he saw how big the snowdrift was, and it was unavoidable. He looked at the snowdrift, then he looked where I swerved and hit. I missed the guy and hit the snowbank and got my car stuck. He looked at me and he's like, even the cop was impressed with my driving. He's like, that was some damn good defensive driving. I'm like, yep. So nobody got a ticket or nothing because it was just, I was just driving along the road. I was in the lane, and the guy didn't see me in front of the ditch or the snowbank and stopped, and I missed him. And there was no going left or right because it was all ice. So I just straightened up and I just went between 2 signs in the snow ditch or into a snowbank. But yeah, I impressed the cop that day. So I don't know how I got off talking about that. Oh, truck simulator. That's right. Yeah. So, and I might be bringing a dealer simulator back too. That's been brought back. It saved some space on my laptop. I got rid of House Flipper because I haven't been playing it, and none of the kids have been playing it either. And honestly, after losing my save file a long time ago, I'm not too happy about that, so I kind of taken a break on that. The games I do have on Steam right now, I have Dealer Simulator, Truck Simulator, Car Mechanic 2021, and Power and Revolution. And I've actually gotten back into Power and Revolution, but I haven't restarted that series yet because I'm just still playing around with it. I'm still trying to get familiar with it and be able to do stuff without getting kicked out of office. That kind of sucks. And I know I'm looking up at the screen instead of you right here, you guys. I originally had my camera up here on top screen, but then I moved it down here. So I think I kind of like it better up there because then it doesn't look like I'm looking above you guys. So I keep forgetting to look in the camera, but I get distracted about things. So that's it for now. Hopefully the next game video will be coming out shortly, and we'll get some videos going. and some gaming going. If you like this episode, hit that like button, leave a comment if you like, subscribe to the channel. As always, if you'd like to help out with future projects, upgrades to the channel, hardware, games, whatever, please visit Patreon, patreon.com/MNTwins28. You do not have to help, but any help is always greatly appreciated. Till next time, peace out.